Go ahead. Come here!
Right at one.
Yep.
Nice shot.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Backseat Huddle podcast. As always, I'm your host, Tristan Weber, and this is episode 56. Today, I'm doing some predictions for you. Let's go ahead and start with the Lions versus the Seahawks. Want to hear something you've never heard before? The Lions are heavy betting favorites to win this game. How times have changed. Let's fucking go, Lions. Let's fucking go. You love to see it. Damn, it feels like they're really starting to turn this around. Holy shit, it's happening.
My God, okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
This game should be the game of the week. If both these teams' offenses get back to looking like how they did at the end of last season, this game could easily be a shootout. Unfortunately, neither of these teams' offenses really looked great last week. So because of that, I'm kind of nervous about who to make a call on this game for that reason. I'm really not sure who to pick. And when I'm unsure to pick a game, I try to boil it down to its simplest by just picking who has the better quarterback. And that's exactly what I'm going to do in this game. And for that reason, I'm going with the Lions. Jared Goff has a significantly better body of work than Geno Smith does. And at this moment, he is better than slightly overrated Geno Smith. So I'm taking the Lions 31-28. Hopefully it's that high scoring of a game. Bengals versus Ravens. I believe in Big Dick Burrow, and I'm picking the Bengals to win this game. When a good team like the Bengals gets blown out and embarrassed, that team typically plays extremely well the following week. It's really easy to overreact for that week one freaking beatdown that the Browns gave the Bengals and start bailing water on this Bengals team. But I'm not going to do it. I'm sticking with Daddy Burrow. The only thing that makes this game not an absolute lock for the Bengals for me is that this is a divisional game, and divisional games are always unpredictable. That being said, I'm taking the Bengals 27-24. Chiefs versus Jaguars. I'm picking the Jaguars, and I'm going to regret it. I just know it. Because I picked them, they're probably going to lose. Sorry, Jaguars fans. Based on 1 week's worth of information, the Jaguars look like the much better team right now. But there's no way in hell the Chiefs offense comes out and plays as poorly as they did last week. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are both way too good to let that happen, and they're going to play better on offense. However, this is a weapons league, and the Jaguars have the advantage in a major way in the weapons department. Even if the Chiefs get Travis Kelce back this week, the collection of weapons is significantly in favor of the Jaguars. The discrepancy between a not 100% Travis Kelce to Evan Ingram is significantly smaller than the discrepancy between Calvin Ridley and whoever the hell the Chiefs consider their wide receiver one. Hell, I'll argue the top 3 wide receivers for the Jaguars are better than anyone that the Chiefs have. Where I really don't believe in this Chiefs team is their defense. I don't believe they'll play as well this week as they did last week. Now that there's tape on what this Chiefs defense looks like without Chris Jones, the Jaguars are going to know and figure out a way to attack it. The Lions didn't have that benefit in week 1, so that feels like a major win for the Chiefs offense. Or rather, for the Jaguars offense. So taking all of that into consideration, I'm going to take the Jaguars 30-24. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Chicago Bears. This is not a question of which team do I believe in more. It's a question of which team do I not believe in less. The Buccaneers are going to win this game. Todd Bowles, the head coach for the Buccaneers, is a significantly better coach than anyone that the Bears have in their organization, and he's already had success coaching against Justin Fields. Back in 2021, the Buccaneers held Justin Fields to 184 yards, 3 interceptions, 3 points, and sacked him 4 times. So he's been there and done that. And Bulls' defensive prowess was on display last week against a significantly better offense in the Vikings, where the Buccaneers forced 2 or 3 turnovers in the first half, and in the second half, they held the Vikings to roughly 100 yards passing and 30-ish yards rushing and only 7 points. That's a shocking outcome for a team that features Justin Jefferson to be held to that low yards and points totals. The Buccaneers had a bit of a push and pull game where in the first half they gave up a bunch of yards but had a bunch of turnovers. And then in the second half, they forced no turnovers but gave up no yards either. This feels like a low-scoring game. Low scoring-ish. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers 24-21. Rams versus 49ers. The two best-looking coaches in the NFL go at it again this week with the Rams taking on the 49ers. We all know that Sean McVay struggles to beat Kyle Shanahan, and those struggles will continue this week. The Rams were kind of the shock of the week with their 30-13 drubbing of the Seahawks. For this 49ers team is a completely different beast. The Rams in this game have an advantage at quarterback, but I'd argue that's the only advantage they've had. The 49ers by position group are better in literally every single other area. So I'm picking the 49ers to win this game pretty easily. I'm going to say they win 32-20. And lastly, Dolphins versus Patriots. In this game, we've got Darth Belichick versus Coach Barista, and I am taking Darth Belichick. Say this out loud. After the first quarter, the Patriots outscored the Eagles 20-9. The same Eagles that blew out half the NFL last season and almost won the Super Bowl. Meanwhile, the Dolphins gave up 230-something yards on the ground to the Chargers. Last season, the Patriots only gave up 20 points to the Tua-led Dolphins. So the Patriots have had success defensively against this team. This isn't Brandon Staley, who can't stop a nosebleed. I know he's coming off a 200-yard game, but if there's anyone in the NFL that's going to be able to put a lid on Tyreek Hill, it's going to be Bill Belichick. And on the other side, Bill Bryan coming back has Mac Jones looking like a totally different player. And this offense not only looks functional, which they weren't even that last season, they look competent, and hell, I'd even say they looked good. They didn't give up a sack last week until the fourth quarter against the 70-sack Eagles, while they were starting 2 rookie guards. This feels like a Patriots win. I'm picking the Patriots in an upset, 24-21. So that's it. That's my show today. I know it's a little bit on the shorter side, but thank you guys for listening. Feel free to like and subscribe. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. If you're on Spotify, you can't comment. Don't be on your phone. Don't text and drive. If you are, feel free to follow and drive while you're on Spotify. Take care, everybody.